Hello folks, it's Rich here, the novice noisemaker, guitar enthusiast. Look on the wall. What is this? Let's get it down, shall we? Boop. I have just picked this up this morning. This is a player 75th anniversary from 2021. Yeah. And it's had the bridge changed to a Wilkinson ashtray bridge, brass saddles. Now, for those who have watched any of my videos previously, you'll know as a telly lover, and that's probably my favourite type of guitar, I love this old school kind of bridge. I appreciate it's harder to intonate, I appreciate it's not as comfortable putting your hands on, but that for me is how a telly should look. So having this nice whitey with that bridge on is just perfect, because otherwise you've got to find a classic player or something similar to have one on as standard, which are fewer of them and they cost a lot of money. So what can I tell you about this? It's got a couple of bumps here, look, one there, which have been sort of filled in some way. That doesn't bother me because the top is absolutely fine. Nothing wrong with the top, and most importantly, the neck. There are no dinks and bumps in the neck. I bought it off a guy who's a former musician. He buys and sells a lot of high-end guitars, like custom shop and core model PRSs in particular. And yeah, so he's just given the fretboard a bit of a once-over and put some new strings on it, nines. In truth, it needs a proper setup. The frets, whilst they are not completely dull, they could have a better polish than they've had. They're not awful. The fret ends are all good on here. I'm not 100% sure that nut is cut brilliantly. I'm not really an expert on nuts. The A-string slot looks a little bit on the tight side. It's a Palfero fingerboard. Now, a lot of people don't like Palfero. It's sort of orangey-esque, isn't it? I don't mind it. This isn't the orangest one I've seen. I'd much prefer it to Indian Laurel any day of the week. If it's good enough for Stevie Ray Vaughan, it's definitely good enough for me. The thing I like about Palfero's been around a long time, hasn't it? It's not trying to be anything. Indian Laurel is pretending to be rosewood. I don't like Indian Laurel. It's got this very subtly light mint green pickguard. There's a tiny bit of crackle on the switch. Switch feels nice though on this. It feels sturdy. Tiny bit of crackle right at the front. The ferrules on the back. It was £350. It's just a 3-hour round trip to pick it up. It's nice and smooth on that as well. It's got like a very slight finish. It doesn't feel unfinished like my PRS does, but it's still smooth. Oh, and look on the headstock. You can see no light. Sort of bit of bird eye business going on in that maple headstock. So that's good too. So yeah, F badge, which they've introduced when the players came out. And yes, so I wanted a what am I doing with this strap? Put your strap on. A nice traditional kind of a telly. The Chapmans, by the way, I'm down to two. Well, I've sold all of them apart from the white ML3 traditional you can see there, and I'm keeping the Cap 10. So yeah, ages ago I had this little OCD fantasy of having a white telly, a white strap, the same. I had maple neck in mind at the time, and a white Les Paul, like the White Gang, and I never got around to doing it somehow. So this might be the start of it. I found a white Strat on eBay, a 75th anniversary as well, Palfero. That one's actually got locking tuners. It's a bit of a trek from where I live, so that's a pain, but I might have to do that. So he's got the neck pickup. Well, he's got both the pickups quite a long way down. Oh, by the way, my Behringer graphic equalizer pedal seems to have died. Well, the little red light comes on, but it doesn't like it on the board. When I put it on the other day, it just kind of
some noise came out, but nothing. And so I unplugged it, plugged it back in, and I don't know, it seemed to be okay. I was using it yesterday, put it on this morning, it's just not on at all. I've taken out of the front of the amp and put it into the effects loop. Little red light still comes on, but nothing happening. Sounds how you'd expect it to sound. Tone knob's not too bad. Yeah. Sounds tellish, but it's sort of modernish. I like vintage sounding things mostly, but this is still good. Sounds how you'd expect it to sound. These are 9s he's put on. Even the distortion pedal, just for a giggle. Fender Tele does, but so yeah, delighted with that for the money. I think it looks pretty, and it's a change for me from not having maple all the time. So yeah, really happy with that. Let me know what you think. I know you're thinking I'm an idiot. Guitar number 207, just I don't know. It's just the way it is at the minute. It's just the way it is.